Hi, welcome to the latest in this short series of videos on Irish church records. Today I'm going to be talking about Quaker records. It's going to be a very short video for reasons that will become clear as soon as I start. So let's get right down to it and go to the site. Right, here we are at the site. And again, as with the others, pretty much everything I'm going to say is available in the free browse section, which is more or less a transcript of the tracing our Irish ancestors. So the section on Quakers. As I say, everything I'm going to say about them is here. The first thing to be said about the Quakers is that the official name of the church is the Society of Friends. They're quite happy to be called Quakers. It was an insult thrown at them in the 17th century, and like lots of insults, people who were insulted, they adopt the insult as their own. So they've also, from the very beginning, kept extraordinarily good records. They are uniquely obsessive about record keeping. And basically, if you have a Quaker, an Irish Quaker in your ancestry, you won the genealogical lottery. And if you know you have a Quaker in your Irish ancestry, you probably don't need to be watching this video because you've already found everything you're possibly going to find. They arrived in Ireland in the 17th century. They were part of the great upswelling of dissenting, in other words, non-established churches at the time of the English Civil War, the Commonwealth, and so on. They came to Ireland and they kept extraordinary systematic records of births, marriages, deaths, removals. So they kept copies centrally, they kept copies locally. Pretty much everything that you would want to know about the church and about members of the church is available. For lots of reasons, they were very prominent in Irish life. Their beliefs wouldn't allow them to take oaths on the Bible. They wouldn't allow them to serve in the professions, therefore. They became very involved in business because of that. They were extraordinarily reliable. One of the things about them is that if they said they were going to do something, they did it. That's it. So that is a very useful attribute to have if you're going to go into business, that people can trust you. And they became Jacobs, the very famous biscuits, Bewley's in the centre of Dublin, Goodbody's, Pim's in banking, all of these. And it wasn't, one of the things as well about them is that they were very, the word I'm trying to avoid is clannish, and then there you are, I didn't avoid it. They tend to intermarry, and people could marry into the Quakers, but you can't marry out and still be a Quaker. So the fact that they knew each other so well, they trusted each other, that they were this very homogenous group with very strong beliefs and very much apart from official Ireland, gave them a distinct identity. Okay, the records. The Quaker Library, which is in Stocking Lane in Rathfarnham here in Dublin, has all of the records going right back to the 17th century, not just births, marriages, deaths, removals, also wills, biographies, accounts of persecutions, because of they were very often put on trial. I mean, they objected to paying tithes, for example, which was a very dangerous thing to do in 18th century Ireland. So all of these records, they're in Stocking Lane. And the good news is that those records have all been digitized and they're all available on findmypast.ie. Okay, so it used to be a bit of a job to get access to the Stocking Lane repository. All the records are now digitized, so that's really the route of access. There are records kept locally for local meetings, rather than services. They're called meetings, rational and systematic as the Quakers are. So there are records of the meetings, and those were copied and sent to up the line, as it were, to regional and then to central records. So there are copies of the different records at each stage in different places. This listing here is a listing of what there is in the Society of Friends, Library of the Society of Friends, now in Find My Past. There are also on the site the county by county source lists. So, for example, if you want to see Quaker records for Antrim, you have a listing here. Okay, so some of them are in Prony, some of them are in the Society of Friends of Northern Ireland. It's a copy in the National Library, and Find My Past. Okay, so and that's available there for every county. It's also when you go into the local, for example, if you went into Lisburn civil parish, that would also be available there. So that the details of them there. But really and truly, the font, the source, the place to go to is the Find My Past collection. As well as that, there are lots and lots of publications about the Quakers, about Quaker migration, about Quaker wills, and so on and so forth. And there's a short bibliography here on this page. And then there is quakersinireland.ie, which is the official website of the Society of Friends in Ireland. And any questions you have, they're extraordinarily open and rational and systematic and friendly. And if you have a Quaker ancestor, I recommend strongly that you get in contact with them here. They'd be delighted to hear from you. As I said, it was going to be short. If you have a Quaker ancestor, congratulations, your genealogical quest is over. And you don't need me to wish you good luck. But good luck in any case.